You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming podcast, Starfall, run by one of our GMs, Tony Stevens. Hope you enjoy.
And welcome back to another action-packed episode brought to you by Saturday Night Gaming. My name is Tony, and I'll be bringing you one of the most thrilling episodes we have ever done yet to this point, if you're looking at time in a linear perspective, but we're not. So, otherwise, still the best episode you're going to hear today. Go ahead and click like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends, family, and grandma all about us. And grandma, you tell everybody too. So I'm going to go ahead and let our cast and crew introduce themselves, a little bit about their character, and see if they even remember where they are in the world. If they don't, they die. I'll go ahead and start at my right.
That's me.
That's a you.
It's a me.
You have to tell them.
Oh, I do. Oh, okay.
That's a you.
I thought I was by saying that's me.
No, they don't know who you are.
Oh, it's
now
me.
They think you're Mario.
Who am I? My name is Jin Callus. Yes, that's correct. I'm doomed explorer that bears a halo of fire, and I'm a genie. When last you saw me, I was a flaming skeleton, and I was making friends with some leader of some tribe. Like, she at first didn't like me, but then
You said some funny stuff.
we made laughs together.
Yes.
We made the laugh.
That's usually all it takes for a woman to think, maybe I'll put up with this person.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were making friends with Conlon, Allie, and Leon.
I'm making the laugh.
His spear friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my spear friends. They're still here.
Yeah, they're still there.
Yeah, we're friends.
They're with you to the end.
See,
of the
this
line.
is like what happens in a hostage situation. They'll get used to me.
Yeah.
And then they'll miss me when I'm gone. They'll protect me, like if someone tries to attack, because we have formed like a bond of sorts.
Day in, day out.
Yeah.
So they're the ones holding you hostage. But
No, they're not. I could freely
they will
walk
be the
around.
ones to get
Stockholm
syndrome.
Yes, they will get the Stockholm syndrome because it works both ways, right?
It's actually Jin Callus syndrome is what they call
Yeah.
it. You didn't even like him when you first met him. You just didn't know that. It's been so long.
You've forgotten. It
I've
was.
never
It was.
not liked him.
See,
Right?
that's what
exactly.
you believe.
Point
Yeah.
proven. All right, you in the white shirt.
Oh, my name is Jessica. I'm playing Amara, and we are hanging out outside of a cave, I think.
We're in a garage.
We camped out outside of a cave and restored energy. I probably did some meditating.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call it these days. Okay.
Hi, this is Noel Joe Steen, being played once again by the incredibly intelligent Ryan Wagner. I believe I was also standing outside of a cave, pondering whether or not we should actually go into this cave or potentially
Another cave.
wander around the mountain and look for another cave that doesn't have giant, scary tracks outside of it.
And feces. Because that's bad.
Well, it's circle of life.
Oh, well, that's true.
Oh, okay. There's index cards that did not pertain to my character at all sitting in front of me.
That got confusing quick, didn't it?
Oh, it did.
I'm C3PO for this game?
Wait, is that what it says?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to write that on an index card, though, and leave it in front of him next time.
But anyways, I'm Ronnie. I'll be playing Rogoth tonight. And the last time he was seen, he was inside the camp of the, I forgot their name.
Clan Harris?
Yeah, Clan Harris.
You were down at Clan Harris.
I was the Clan Harris, and
Oh, that's right. You weren't here for the trek north.
No, I was not.
You actually were. I
Okay.
wrote you into it. You had a hangover because you drank a lot of the mead that was given out. You had a hangover. They put you in a wagon and have actually been hauling you about every once in a while. You were
Pulling you a boot.
regurgitating. Yeah, it was bad. But it kept you with the party. So
Okay.
there you go. You have been with them. You just are probably going to wake up, come out of a covered wagon, and then find out where you are.
Okay, so I'm Ronnie. I'm playing Rogoth. I'm also in a cave.
Maybe. It depends on if he decides to take us in the cave or not. All right. Well,
It's not all up to Noel.
it isn't, nor should it be. It could get scary if it was, not even in the fighting way. But we'll go ahead and start. Yeah, y'all went to, for Rogoth's out-of-character knowledge, you went to the Skaha Woods and then traveled your way north. You're trying to work towards the frozen mountains of the north. So for a little bit of context on the map where you would be at, because you come in, where you enter the woods is the path to the east from Fort Kagan, and then you would be heading north. So right here where you see the stone fields and this river going towards the frozen waterfalls, that's about where you are in the woods. So you're getting up to where these mountains are towards this waterfall here. If you have the map pulled up, it'll actually be labeled Dagon Falls.
Digging.
So just roughly on the map, so you're aware like how many mountains you're looking at, what location you're at. That's where you're at.
I don't have any problem with the pin messages.
It's just me, I guess. Messenger hates me right now.
Oh,
The
I don't know
waterfall?
How to get to the pin
Yeah, so
messages.
it's labeled Dagon Falls, and it's to the east of Fort Kagan. It's just that you can't go up that way, so you had to go through the woods and then travel north
Oh, I
from
see.
there.
Okay. All right.
So that's where you're at. You were outside of a cave. There were large tracks and feces that.
Large
I
tracts
thought we
of
were about to go in.
land.
So you're out. You're
Oh,
outside
okay.
of it. You're outside of it, and that's where your
I'm
little
still
on
having-
again, off again ally Yip Yap saw.
I'm
all
still
this stuff.
having second thoughts. Did Yip Yap go in the cave?
He may have. He's rather impulsive.
Oh no.
We don't see him
Oh.
anymore.
Well, if he
Can I
went in
roll
that
perception
cave,
to try to
perhaps-
see any sign of him? He is
Perhaps-
Fey, and I have.
He's
faith
probably
in
dead
Fey.
now.
Can I just sense him somewhere?
He's dead.
Maybe.
Where's my rolling tray?
It's no.
Oh, it's over here.
It's all the way over
It's over there.
Is-
Everybody sounds really
Hold
excited that we
on.
found it right now.
I'll roll. Perception 15
Whoa.
Wait, out of how many?
out of 20.
What? Are
Okay,
you rolling a
so-
20?
I rolled a 15.
You're
I'm
right
rolling
here.
then.
Yes, sir. So
I rolled a 3.
you're in the woods, just like bilateral to where that is. Because if you had come from here up there, these
I
are all
like them.
frozen rivers you
I
couldn't
like
get past.
I know that's not.
So you had to come down through the
Yes,
entry
that
of
was-
the Skaha
that's a good way
Woods
to
and then
describe
go
it.
to the north.
Okay. Okay.
And you and Noel are actually from the north. You're part of Clan Lewis. So you would know some of the lore of this area if you roll for anything. Like if you ever want to like
I used to live here in
roll
this area.
for lore, you can just like roll that off of
How long ago?
I don't remember.
intelligence or investigation
Where's
check,
the book at?
and I can give you more history on it.
So I can't be of any use because I don't remember anything about the place I used to live in.
I don't think you're from here.
Wait, are we not in the woods?
Oh, the woods, right? You're from everywhere, I think. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm a child of reality, as
Sure.
are all of us.
Maybe you were born from the meteors that hit the planet and caused all this darkness.
What?
It's a maybe. I don't know. I don't
remember because I'm trapped in this body.
Well, I don't remember having my
skeleton.
memory wiped.
Skeleton body. I feel though that I am severely limited in
Maybe
the
you
skeleton
weren't
form.
a skeletal body
I don't-
when the meteor hit you.
I suspect that is probably true.
Okay, so I have this thing called Curious.
Curious. All
I'm
right.
curious.
Yeah, which I think I can apply to a perception check. I mean, I rolled an 8, so it doesn't really help me that much. But 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it'd be like, basically I rolled like a 14.
Okay.
That's why our friends call her Whiskers. Because she's curious like a cat. It's a little Harry Carey impression.
What page is that
That's an
on?
enabler. So
What
page
page is that on?
123. So yeah, you can roll with an additional free level of effort.
Oh, that's all wrong.
That's some intense vibrations there.
I'm
Hear that
picking
all the
up.
time.
Yeah, so I get plus, basically free effort.
Right.
But it's only like certain places, right?
Those places that you hadn't been before, basically,
Okay.
it would give you the bonus of not knowing.
Well, I think he rolled higher still, even with that. He rolled higher than I did. on
Okay, so
perception.
you got a 15 out of 20. It does look like Yip Yap got ahead of himself again, and you see the big footprints going towards the cave. Now, each one of them, you would be able to roughly estimate that the creature that owned the feet that made the tracks is either really out of proportion or easily about 9 to 10 feet tall,
That's pretty
larger
big.
in size.
You mean the tracks that Yip Yap could lay down in that we saw last time?
Right. Well, Yip Yap is
He's 16
18
inches.
inches.
16
16
inches.
inches?
Yeah, he tells
Yeah,
people he's
he could
18.
easily lay down in the tracks from this.
He
But
tells
you do
people
see
he's
his
18,
little
but he's really
like
16.
Yeah.
his little bird feet shaped tracks running in.
Wait, does he have bird feet?
I imagine them not like regular bipedal feet.
See, I imagine him as being just like just a short man, but 16
I think
inches.
with chicken feet.
You think he's got chicken feet?
Yeah,
Yip Yap?
maybe.
He's not chicken
It
feet.
makes
Why
sense.
not?
We call him
Okay,
Yip
the point
Yap.
is,
Have we ever looked at his feet?
point is,
before?
he ran into the cave, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You do see those tracks going in. Now, given that, you know that the whatever it is that made these tracks that may live in this cave is about 10 feet, roughly 400 so pounds.
Ooh.
Does that seem proportionate?
I don't
Yeah, it
think we
seems
can just
proportionate.
wander away from this cave and leave Yip Yap in there.
I can wander
really
wherever I want. I'm the wanderer.
Yeah, I don't think I would have any issue with that. Yip Yap can fend for himself.
Am I still asleep?
You, sir, are nipping the cold. Like, you wake up to like, oh, what's going on? And then like, it's real cold. Like, who stole your blankets cold?
Okay.
Is he pissed?
I think so. but
I
don't
did
know.
not steal them.
We have to wait and see.
I saw Joel around them earlier, though.
Joel?
Who's Joel?
He's Noel.
I know.
Joel's a different kind of.
Joel is Noel's evil twin brother.
Oh, he has a goatee.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He has a church in Texas, I believe.
I know, yeah.
Oh, that guy.
He is not
So
to be
yeah,
trusted.
if you want to exit the covered wagon, you would basically see like the breath in front of you is not just visible, as in like, oh look, steam. It's like as you breathe out, it almost looks like a little snow comes off of your
Aw.
breath. It's that
I
cold.
like that.
Yeah, that's how cold it is for you guys. I forgot to tell y'all that y'all are suffering from like
so
frostbite
cold.
But,
and dying
like-
already.
Not mechanically, right?
No.
Okay. We
Not-
don't have any cold defense.
Not yet, but yeah, like you're probably wearing cold weather gear.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
a
if we're
skeleton.
standing anywhere near him,
That's a good thing.
we should be okay.
Just don't get too close, because you'll burn.
But as you look around, you do notice that Noel, Jen Callis, who is surrounded by 3 Clan Harris spearmen, and Amara are standing near the mouth of this large cave in a rock face that is a larger snow-covered mountain.
You can hear us arguing about whether or not to leave Yip Yap here.
Yes. That's all you hear.
Hey, Rogoth.
Leave the imp.
Y'all, the man spoken. Two votes for
Threw my
seeking
clan
out
under the
another
bus.
cave.
Yeah, I'm good with caves.
Didn't try to throw me under the bus.
I'm good with caves.
I'm good with caves. All right. I mean, it's just okay with me one way or the other. I don't care what y'all do. You just have to decide.
I really do want to go to a different cave. Not because Yip Yap went. I already wanted to go to
Because there's a
different
giant. But I'm not in charge of the party, so y'all.
I'm not the boss of the party
How would you
either.
like to
Hey,
traverse?
I know the grass isn't always greener, but perhaps the monsters are less giant. On
And
other
the
side.
snow is less yellow over in this direction.
Yes.
So.
Oh
whole
yeah,
lot
just
less
look at your map.
Snowman.
You can either head roll perceptions or whatever.
I think I would just keep walking around the base of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that that's where we'll find another cave.
You may
That's
probably
what
just
I'm
roll
gonna do.
perceptions on these. I mean, you rolled a perception to find what was in that cave, but
Yeah.
if you have like survival or anything like that,
I rolled a 5.
if anybody has like, are any of you actually explorer status?
I'm gonna explore.
I think I might be.
Doesn't that come with? I mean, that's what you're.
I'm
using,
not.
the curious. You could roll perception.
I
with
can
an
track
additional thing.
creatures. I could probably track Yip Yap.
I do have
if really
perception
wanted to
though.
find
Can
it.
I roll for perception?
I feel bad about leaving one of our party members in a free cave with a big creature.
Hey, he ran in
I
there.
rolled a 1. I'm cranky about it.
He ran in there. It's
She's snow blind at the
I'm
moment.
too cranky to see anything.
I'm rolling to perceive. I have rolled a
did he run
19,
into the
and I'm trained
Because
in
he's-
perceiving.
Impulsive
Wow.
is on his sheet.
Yeah.
He actually, he can see sight beyond sight right now.
His
His eyes
have-
like flame on. They're like, I can see everything from the beginning of my time to the end of yours.
Oh.
But not really.
All
that's
right,
got
so what you would be seeing with your sight beyond sight at this moment is you're getting visions.
Okay. Yeah.
You're a djinn, so this is not
I can
abnormal.
sense-
But you're getting visions, and
see.
what you see is from like a point of view perspective.
Always.
Not yourself though.
Not
You can
mine,
tell
yeah.
whoever this is
Someone else's.
inside of a dark space.
Oh no.
As they're looking out, they see water falling before an opening.
Oh, okay.
So like a cave, a cavernous opening with a water falling before it.
Okay.
Now there are not many places that water is warm enough
How
to
did I get
actually flow
here?
in the north here. So that would be limited places that
Letting the
have
days go
water.
by. Water flowing.
under.
Yeah.
Would either of us know
He would have to tell you,
where that would be?
Yeah.
probably, but he would have to tell you. Just like,
I'm like.
hey
doing this-
guys, it's good luck if he actually says something coherent. He probably already forgot what I told him. Watch.
Hey! Hey guys! I forgot what he told me.
There's water in some direction.
There's water flowing.
Who told Aiden told you?
I
Did
don't
you use the side of
know.
Aiden?
I used sight beyond sight. It's a magic power only I have.
I call it Aiden's eyes.
I call it Aiden's eyes. That's what Aiden calls it, and that's what he told me to call it.
Sounds like another beautiful way.
Aiden talks to me. He speaks through me. Something about water flowing.
Samesies, water flowing. All right.
Just keep.
Ally actually like puts his spear down from pointing at him for a second. He's like, I'm not reckoning that he's actually dangerous unless you consider just being daft in the brain.
I don't have a brain. I'm a skeleton.
Problem actually.
Everything is becoming
It all
clear.
makes sense now. He is still surrounded by the spearmen from Clan Harris, from his earlier interactions with everyone. He actually threatened to blow more people up while you were gone, so while you were under the weather.
Let me see if I can get it verbatim.
There was a dark cavernous place
There was a dark cavernous place,
with an opening,
and there was an opening of sorts.
but
The kind of opening you could fit through,
then water flowing over.
but then water flowing over. And that's it. That's all I saw.
But it's very pointed.
It's meaningful.
Yes. It's all better when he says it. That's great.
Hey, does that mean anything to anyone here? Or me, possibly?
Maybe. What do you got?
17.
17. So as a history check, that works for me. You would know that Dagon Falls is the only place in the north where the water is strong enough because of the way it leads out into the inlet. I'm going to just call it the Endless Sea for right now because I don't want to have to pronounce it right now. But that is the only place with enough force for the water to continue to flow without it freezing instantly. So that is the only place that you know of. And you actually have heard rumor from the old Ardruva of Fort Kagan that that's the final resting place of one of the great heroes of Clan Lewis, the founder of Clan Lewis, Keenan Griffin.
The final resting place.
It is said.
Which he has the thingy we need, right?
That's what she said.
Perhaps we should make our way to Dagon Falls, man.
Fine.
We're looking for a cave. He saw a cave.
I saw a
He screams out,
cave.
says there's water, and he says, I know of only one place where water falls. It's a waterfall.
Hey, is there a reason they call it Dagon?
Because they gone.
Who's gone?
Day.
Anyone that goes over there.
Dagon.
They got over the edge. All right. So
I'm good with walking toward the Dagon Falls then.
everybody else in the party, I'm assuming, is on board. Amara's pretty much outnumbered on
Cranky
caring about
that,
the imp.
but Whatever.
He'll be okay.
I'm not going to go in the cave by myself.
He's got a sturdy stick. He'll be fine.
It is a sturdy dragon bone shark stick at this point. He's good.
He'll probably show back up next week riding on the back of whatever
Yeah.
beast is in the cave.
His new wife of some kind. You never know. All right. So you're going to go ahead and move towards the Dagon Falls. Now, of course, as you approach the edge of the Skaha Woods in that area, I mean, it's a large, flat area towards the fall. Like you're on the upper ledge from where the falls are. So you can see the rapids that are moving from the mountains towards the falls, actually going over the ledge. But everything else, like all the trees are gone at this point. You're just looking at barren flats of just solid white crusted snow. And then moving towards the falls. Now, everybody do me a favor and roll initiative. D20 straight roll.
12.
18.
3. My rolls have been sucking today.
I rolled an 18.
Man, it's JJRR. I've got to like put in 2 initials for everybody here. Okay, so John McClay, tell me one more time. What did you get?
14. 12. 12.
Oh, you're lying to me. Okay.
I'm a
Lose 2
liar.
points for that. Jessica, what did you
Knew
have?
it.
Friggin' 3.
Fraggin' 3. Ryan, you had a 17?
Yep.
And Ronnie?
18.
18. Okay, so Ronnie, you are technically at the top of the turn to move out into the fields. However you want to approach the situation is up to you. You could just run and jump or try to figure out what's going on, test your footing, perceive the area, whatever you want to do. But it is bitter cold and it's wide out in the open and the wind is howlingly strong. So like stepping out into it is going to be kind of like you're using strength to do this. You're like moving forward with it to get across that wind.
Well, I'm going to try to see if there's any threats nearby first.
Okay.
See if there's any snow trolls.
All right.
I don't see anything.
What'd you roll? What was it?
8.
8. All right. So you don't really
I see
perceive
snow.
anything. You see snow. Ryan, you'd be right behind him, like he's leading the way, kind of being your bodyguard still, as far as Rogoth is to Noel.
I guess I'll just roll perception.
Oh.
19.
Awesome. All right, so you can tell that through all of this, like it's almost hard to see all the way to the edge of the snowy plains because of how much like snow is kicked up through the wind and everything. So there's like a snow blind going on. However, you do notice that there seem to be some shadows in that haze that seem to move and lurch in different areas. And you have a pretty good grasp of where they are right now. So, given that knowledge, I'm going to give you a free asset towards maneuvering towards the edge where the falls are. Basically, if you have to make any kind of sudden speed defense rolls, you'll get a free asset to doing so because you have a better knowledge of where these shadows may be, these snow shadows.
I will just.
But you can easily see where the falls are, like where the river runs through.
Okay. I guess I'll just let everyone know all of that and which direction we need to go in.
Be careful. Follow me.
Y'all, I see shadows.
All right. And of course, if you do need to, like if somebody else is being attacked and you're out of the way, you can use that asset for them. Being like, hey, over there, I saw that. All right. And you're free to move if you want to. John McClay, it's your turn.
It's me. Did I roll?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Well,
I stay
so
close.
y'all have just gotten out of the woods.
Do I
So
perceive stuff?
he has, and he's
Okay.
saying that there's shadows
Oh, yeah.
moving through the snow blind.
That's because I'm on fire. They're flickering in tune with me.
No. They're not even in tune with you.
Oh,
But he points and he says, look, that's where we're going. Just be careful of that, and that, and that.
Can I call out the shadows?
Do whatever you want to do.
You hear shadows!
Oh no.
You show yourself! I'm not scared of you!
All right, so what I'm going to ask you to do is roll me just a straight D20.
I would like to roll again!
What did you get?
4.
Awesome. All right, so through the shadows, whenever you start yelling these things, you actually hear like a...
I take it back! I am a little bit scared!
One of the shadows seems to be getting bigger
Oh, I can.
As if it's becoming.
I will get brighter.
Maybe it's just a cow.
Oh, okay.
One of those snow cows.
Come here,
that
snow
you hear so
cow.
much about.
Come to me.
All right, so you've done that. You do notice that the shadow is getting larger.
And it's a cow.
As of right now, whatever it is getting closer to you. Mara?
I hope it's a female cow.
What? Why?
Bulls are scary.
They have horns.
They have horns.
But you could use those to make cups.
If you survive.
That's correct, sir. Amara, it's your go. Basically, Rogoth saw nothing. He couldn't see through a snowblind. Noel said that there are shadows about and pointed exactly where you needed to go without danger. And Jen
called over the danger.
I know. All my
what
rolls
are
are
you doing now?
Perceiving something? I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you.
Well,
They already did all the perceiving.
well, then what am I supposed to do?
I'm just setting the scene for you. So Noel, he's like, hey, look, there's shadows over there. Watch out for them. We're going to head straight this way safely. Just follow me. And then
well,
Jen
then I'm
said,
just gonna follow
screw
you.
you, shadows. Here I am. And so now there's a shadow that's getting really big coming towards Jen.
But
well,
it's
I was
just
trying
a
to perceive
cow.
what it was, but I can't. So I'm just going to follow him. I can't see what the shadow is.
Fair enough.
I got a 3.
Still snowblind. All right.
Even with my extra effort, that's really low.
Yeah, it is. So you're even having trouble keeping up with Noel as he's like scurrying along. He's like, oh, snap, that shadow's getting bigger. I'm going. Okay, then we'll go back to the top of the turn to Ronnie for now. Because right now all you're noticing is that shadow is getting quite large.
Quite large.
Move faster. Must move faster.
Whatever it is
Let's go
probably
faster,
making a
let's
movement turn.
Okay. Rogoth, there's a giant creature out there on its way to us.
Do we fight it or do we talk to it?
I think for now we run from it. As long as it's not in the direction that we need to go, right? Or is it?
Okay, so like if imagine, use this for an example. So imagine y'all are over here, or Jen is, and where you're going is here, like these are the waterfalls. There's something creeping up this way because he said, come on, man.
Gotcha.
But you gotta go, to go this way, but you can tell that these shadows are getting bigger coming from all around. They wouldn't be
We're
coming.
surrounded by them?
They're not coming from here. Well, they were just wandering, and then he started talking trash to them.
Yeah, let's run towards the waterfall, I think. Because you said they're not coming from that direction, right?
Yeah, so we can actually even leave that there.
All right,
as a
Rogoth,
reference.
we got to run to the waterfall.
So, do we have to, roll to move to the waterfall before the shadows?
Now,
I'm guessing that they will be attracted to the creature that is lit and flame
And yelling at them?
and yelling at them.
and yelling.
Now, just so you're all aware, like I stated before, the winds are extremely heavy and cold, so it's going to be like a strength motion, not just a speed motion. So, like if you're rolling to get from point A to point B, it's going to be a strength roll.
Okay.
All right, so you can use that like as an athletics check or whatever you have that you can
I am
use.
trained in running.
Right, so you can
Oh,
use
nice.
that. But if you're going to do anything to like
nice.
ease the task for you, what I'm basically stating is that you can use from your might pool to ease that task if you want to, because it's going to take extra strength to maneuver across these snow plains. For the smart people here, good luck.
Yeah.
Got more than one smart person here. You're like, what's Ronnie's int? Let's give his chips to him. And it's like, 8? What's his might? Give me the whole stack.
27.
All right. Let's see.
And of course, you're all standing here together. So I'm not going to force you to go turn by turn without discussing with each other what your plan is.
He told me to run towards the falls.
I think
He
we
did.
just, we just need to run.
That's it? Okay.
Hey, Jen, we're just going to run.
Right.
Stop yelling at the shadows.
So what's the...
You come here, you cow!
Hey, Jen, I don't think it's a cow.
You
Quit
said it was a
yelling at
cow!
it. No.
I said
you-
it. Hopefully it's a cow.
A snow cow.
That does not mean it is.
I was trying to stay positive.
It's Sturgill Simpson. He's come out of retirement.
I don't know.
He's coming to sing you a song.
Okay.
He could sing it to. I bet there's great acoustics in that cave. We need to get there as fast as possible.
All right. I'm running after you.
All right, Rogoth. Then it's on you if you want to roll just to run across the field.
Yeah, I'm rolling to run.
All right, so I'm gonna set the difficulty level of maneuvering across the field as a 5 difficulty. So that means it's a 15 benchmark starting out.
All right, and I'm
And
trained
if
in
you want to
running.
reduce it, you have to use your might to reduce it, or whatever skill you have at maneuvering.
I'm trained, so I'll knock it down to a 12.
All right, roger that.
And I'm just gonna roll from there.
All right.
See how this goes. 17. Wow.
Awesome. So it's like you just like plant your foot down, tilt your head forward, and just start like line back running into the wind. You're just like, screw you, wind. This is a glorious day to run.
Did Olivia ever reply to you?
Yeah, she said it sounds great. Okay, so this is actually Rogoth. So we'll put him maneuvering this way.
Y'all, he is surprisingly agile.
For such a large fella. Yeah.
I'm always impressed.
And I couldn't find hers, so she'll be Rocket Raccoon today. Because I like looking at Rocket. There we go. So Rogoth has already gone and moved ahead.
You're gonna find me?
Yeah, I couldn't find Mantis. One of the kids might have been playing. All right, so that brings us to Mr. Ladner.
All right, let's see.
So it's a benchmark 15 to maneuver across the tundra.
What would lower it?
Yeah, I'm seeing if I've got...
It is going to be a
Speed or
strength.
might?
It's a strength skill, so it's going to be your might pool that you can use to lower it.
Okay. I don't have any skills.
I have wind
that would
armor.
help me.
I think that makes me immune to wind.
Wind.
It's on page 199.
And I've got no edge in my...
But just so I'm clear, Olivia babysitter
Said good.
Okay. Because my phone is totally dead now.
Well, here, I'll spend 3 might to bring it down to a 12, right?
I can, if I don't need, I might can give you a free helping action.
Yeah, as long as you have one effort.
Hang on a second. So
I mean,
you,
my speed asset is not going to help me here, is
Right,
it?
exactly.
the
So, but
defense
this
is
might.
not, but if there's a situation where you need to defend very quickly,
Which there likely will be.
that is going to come in handy. The wind armor, when you wish it, a cyclone of wind surrounds your body for 10 minutes, allowing you +1 armor and an additional +2 to armor against all physical projectile weapons specifically. While the cyclone is active, you feel no discomfort from the wind, and you can interact with other creatures and objects. Now, see, it sounds like you're having no discomfort from the wind that you create,
Okay.
but not necessarily like an outer source of wind moving. Now, it would help you if it was like hurting.
Okay.
Like if it was shooting icicles at you, you could do, that's physical projectiles. But
Okay.
you just don't get blown around by your own wind.
All right. So
I think I'm going to...
my helping action, enable others. I can't use that on myself, right? That's just something I give.
That
to
is
other people.
enabling others.
So I'll give him a helping action for his
A helping hand.
thing.
So that brings me to a 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Just got to roll a 9. I rolled
rolled a 7.
Dang it.
I'll spend one of these.
Oh, I will take it from you.
I rolled a 9.
Hey, and that's what you needed to do. So, like, you see Rogoth tilt his head forward, plant his feet in the snow, and like the snow, like his feet actually easily sinks into the snowbank into like his calf is all that's like showing. But then he just goes, "Hoo!" And like his eyes get like really focused, and he just starts barrel running across the snow. And you think to yourself, I'll get in this little tread track that he's making. But even as you start stepping out there, you realize that you're having to. That's really strange.
What is that sound?
I don't know. There's
not a cow.
It wasn't a snow cow.
Hey, Conlon, turn off your cell phone.
Oi, I'm so sorry about that. I was carrying this music box that my grandma had given me.
Okay.
And I twisted the
It's
knob
15,
in there.
right?
Yes.
I rolled this. I have this in my hand to give him already. I just want y'all to know that this is not like I'm not trying to. I'm giving you this to lower to 12, and I rolled a 12.
Okay. So, what I'm saying though is like you notice that you're having to like actually dig in to maneuver for, like you're crawling behind the trail that he's leaving you and trying to block a little bit of the wind by staying behind this larger creature.
Are you coming with us to the
And
waterfall?
then she kind of just starts
You have to roll
gracefully
might.
stepping
Might.
next to you.
We're all
Hold on,
drafting
hold on.
off
Don't roll
of
yet.
I'm
your
rolling.
in the Tour de
Where's your sheet at?
France.
It's
Right.
underneath.
Exactly. Like he's creating that vortex there. Now, that is Ryan's turn,
I'm
Jessica's turn.
rolling.
McClay.
I just rolled a 16.
Hold on. Activate this.
And I activated this.
That's why I said hold on. Activate this strength enhancer because it eases all non-combat tests.
I have activated non-strength enhancer.
So that's his action.
I don't know.
I don't need a roll now.
Like if he's activating the cipher, that's his action.
Oh, well then. But do you know what's going on? We're all moving towards the waterfall
Yeah.
against the wind.
Well, he rolled.
You're
when he had to
yelling
roll.
at the.
No, I started walking with you guys.
Okay, he's coming with us, and he rolled up something.
16.
Wow.
Then he's actually like
I'm ahead of you guys.
realistically, it's
Come on, slowpokes.
Stop yelling so the shadow people can find us.
Amara
The shadow
and
cows.
Jin are side
I'm
by
not
side
afraid of you.
behind Rogoth as Noel is crawling on the ground.
Why are you having such a hard? He rolled the right thing, right?
Yeah, just right at it.
Well, that doesn't mean he's
I
crawling.
don't know why I'm crawling, but you know.
They're yelling.
I rolled right at it too,
As long
and
as
I'm
I
like
get
tiptoeing
there.
over the snow. Make him
He's
just.
here. He's
Good
just
grief.
like, man, this is so hard. Here, he's standing. All right. However, the shadow becomes much larger behind you.
The
to
shadow
the
is
point
now as large as a.
as a doctor. Pepper.
It's like the size of 3 of us.
That's just a token, so you know.
That's not to
Don't worry
scale.
about it. We can, yeah, it's not to scale. We can use other things if you want me to. But anyway, oh yes, aha! Where's
Who's this guy?
there we go. Construct
Cons.
shadow behind
But
you.
there's just one.
There's a shadow.
For now,
Okay.
it seems like one has come to the call of Jin.
Oh God.
Now, that would bring us
Yes.
back up to Rogoth.
Rogoth.
And you are ahead of everyone. So you're about long range from getting to the waterfall. If you were to look
flowing.
behind you, you would know that everyone else is within short range of you, and there is a shadow at long range from you behind you. So there's short range, it's long range, this is long range. So you can keep on running, make it to the waterfalls, then make your next maneuver, decide what you're doing at that point.
Well, at this point, he's solely focused on.
Seems very focused on running.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
He was running.
All right, so just give me another roll for that.
14.
All right, you didn't put any modifiers on that, did you?
Well, I'm trained in running.
Okay, so that that does bring it down for you.
Yeah,
so that makes
it
it
12.
All right. So you're basically closing in to where you can see the edge of the rapids hitting the fall, right? And it's just like it's loud here. You can probably have a bit of a problem hearing them at this point if you wanted to.
I would probably turn around at this point to see where they were.
Just hey, you guys!
Hello!
All right, Mr. Ladner.
All right. Let's see. We'll spend some might.
I'll take it. Are you going to give him a helping action again, Amara, or is he on his own this time?
No, he can have a helping action.
Okay, she'll give you a helping hand again.
Thank you, I need it. Freaking 8. Okay. I'll spend this other You know what? No, I won't.
Okay.
No.
I'll see what this giant creature is.
Okay. Whoa!
It's a cow.
There's a hard wind just blows, and you're just like on your back, like, oh, man, it's just not a good day for walking to the waterfalls.
So cold.
All right.
This was a bad day to go commando.
So he'll be stuck there for now then, and we'll take that back to Maclay.
Of the clan Maclay.
Maclay of the clan Maclay, are you running or are you turning to face the shadows?
Are they shadow cows?
You don't know.
Then I will run away.
This is not the book Shadow Cows.
The smart thing to do.
If you want to check out the book Shadow Cows, please tune in next year to our Kickstarter. That
Shadow
will be the
Cows.
best comic book of the century.
Shadow Cows.
All right, Maclay, you're going to have to make a move, though.
I will read the first issue.
Noel has fallen over apparently, and is
Can I pick Noel up? Can I go over there and
you're next to him? It looks like.
then I will help him.
Well, he was out. I was in the back. Like
I'll turn.
You
yeah,
can roll a
the last
perception
one.
roll real quick.
perceive.
Roll to perceive that he fell over.
You're in the middle of a snow blind.
Okay, that
heavy
was
snow,
higher, and then this other black one hit it.
and then what it ended up being.
It went lower. So I'm gonna. If I delete this, now
he
it
has
doesn't
trained
exist.
in perception.
It's been erased.
So it's
But what's the number?
8, 9. Basically, he rolled an 11
Well, before I got 16.
with his perception.
Until it decided to finally end the roll.
It's basically an 11.
It was a 16
So-
before it was an 11.
You can't tell that Noel has fallen over, but now you can roll to maneuver through the snow blind to make it to where Rogoth is.
Okay,
Roll again.
because that's
Roll.
what I would do. I didn't.
Now
know,
that
I
all
didn't
his
see
dice
you
are out of
there.
the way.
Okay. 14. Now it was a 4 previously before it jumped to 14. Is that okay?
It's 14.
All right, so 14, he used nothing to maneuver with. So he too is just like, oh man, it's so strong, the wind
You fell on
out
top.
here.
Oh, now you found him. There you go.
No!
Hey, buddy!
Where'd you come from?
Mara?
I guess I am
Hey, it's hard to run in this blizzard.
going to.
It's hard to
Can we
blizzard
see
in
what
this
the shadow
run.
thing is yet, or is it just?
Large and daunting. And shadowy.
Shadow cows.
I want to see if I can sense anything about it. I have the perception with curiosity, but I also have fey magic. I don't know.
Sure. If that's what you want to do, you can either run to meet with Rogoth or turn around and face the shadow.
Well, I kind of want to know what's chasing me. Would I be?
Oh, Rogoth.
Wouldn't I be curious about this?
Oh, Rogoth.
Yes.
What's my benchmark for perception in a blizzard?
Just the benchmark is the blizzard, so it's a level 5, so 15 is the benchmark.
I have this free effort, so that brings it down to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Benchmark.
I have 2 int. So if I give you 1, that brings it down to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And then
You could give me 2 more and bring it down to a 6.
Six.
Wow!
Perfect.
What is it?
Wow! All All right, so you can tell that whatever this creature is humanoid in shape and standing roughly 10 feet, maybe 9 to 10 feet tall.
That's nothing from the cave.
That is not a cow.
Could weigh in at approximately 350 to 400 pounds. You're very good at telling these things through wind and snow.
But I can't tell what it is.
You can tell that it needs to cut back on its intake of calories.
I feel like somebody in the party would have some idea of what this could be, though.
Exactly. Like, I'm like...
Through the stories that you've heard up to this point, they told you that to the north were the mutated creatures that comb the north. The reason why Clan Lewis had to move south and got into a war with Clan Harris in the first place was because their entire northern territory was taken over by these giant mutated creatures. They call them Nicks.
The Nicks.
The Nicks.
Not the Knock. The Nicks. The Knock are peaceful.
No, yeah, you don't want to do
So I just feel like if I run to the waterfall, we're gonna be trapped above the water. It's at the top of the waterfall, right?
You're at the top of the waterfall, correct?
So we can't go anywhere. I don't really want to.
Does anybody have explorer gear, like a rope?
I don't have explorer.
I have provisions, a bedroll, and some booze.
So nobody brought rope or anything?
But the point is, it's a blizzard. 2 of our party's fallen. I don't feel like we have anywhere to go. I think we just have to fight this thing.
Do you want to?
It's a level 5. Right?
It is a free action. The blizzard is a level 5.
Oh, can I tell what the creature is?
What did you roll again?
The thing I was supposed to roll.
No, I mean, like, what was your total on it again?
6, but I lowered it to 6, so I did it.
You can tell that if you all work together, you would easily be able to overcome one of these. But you can also tell that there are more in the area, which he told you as well. There are shadows maneuvering through the area. Only one of them has gotten your attention right now. Is maybe what?
You gave me the book.
Okay, book.
I feel like we should just fight. I think we should fight this thing. I'm tired of running through the snow. If we fight it in the snow, does that raise the difficulty of fighting it?
Yeah, you do have the environmental difficulty at that point.
Well, what does that make it? What am I looking up here? Oh, yeah. Like, what does that mean? Like, how does...
Basically, you'd be given the creature would get an additional level. So right now in Nyx is a level 4. It would be a level 5 because of the blizzard, just from environmental difficulty, and only because it's just 1. From where you are, it's short range from you, and you're long range from Rogoth.
Where am I? I'm on top of Noel.
You are laying on the ground with Noel. You're cuddling together, short range. You're in immediate range of the creature at this point. She's short range, so like she's just ahead of you. She turned back.
So where are we at? Is it still...
I'm trying to weigh our options here. I don't know. I feel like we need the party together. Can I go...
It's a free action to talk with Noel and Jen. They're right there. They can hear you. Rogoth is a long distance, so he's going to have a hard time understanding what you're screaming at him, even if you yell at the top of your lungs.
There's also a roaring waterfall right by me.
Roaring waterfall, big blizzard.
I feel like he would eventually come looking for Noel if Noel didn't show up out of the blizzard. Like, he's not just going to hang out here by himself.
We'll see what he does.
Well, so I have this new ability called Force at Distance.
I have that too.
And, I mean, Well, then if you have that too, one of us can hold this thing still.
I also have entangling force, so I can entangle it too.
So like entangle it, and then what's the other one? Force at distance?
Force at distance.
What does that
Basically,
do?
you bend the laws of gravity around a creature within short range, and you can move the creature around. It's telekinesis.
It's caught in your telekinetic grip.
It's pretty
And
cool.
you can move it up to a short distance in any direction each round that you retain your hold.
Can we
So
work
you could
together?
push it around and
Can
then...
we work together to grab Rogoth and pull him towards us? No, because he's not.
He
short
made it
distance.
to safety though.
Wait, what?
He's
Well,
gonna help
relative
us fight.
safety.
If we start
Y'all are
fighting,
like, we're weak here. Fastball special, the big guy?
Right. He was gonna come help us anyway. This is just making it faster.
We don't know that.
I
We're
don't
just
think.
like, come back into the danger.
His whole job is to protect you.
Technically, you could. You would just
I don't
need
think
to
we can
roll
do that anyway because
against
this is
Rogoth.
short range.
No, he's long range from you.
I know, but this power is short range.
Yes, he's long range from you.
But what do you want to do with the? You want to move the creature?
Well, one of us can.
It says
Stop
up
the
to twice
creature.
your mass. Is it up to twice our mass?
It can be up to. It just depends on how many levels of effort you apply to it. So,
I think
each level allows you to affect a creature or object twice as massive as before. For example, applying one level of effort would affect a creature 4 times as massive as you.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, 2 levels would be 8 times as massive, etc. So we could probably work together to lower that difficulty too.
And I've got 3 efforts, so
Me too.
I think like one of us can hold this thing while the other 2.
Right, but
Be
he's not even with us. Is
incapacitated.
my point. Like we got to get the party
Yeah, but I
together.
mean, I think between the
He's
2
not
of
going
us.
to do anything useful.
If I'm
Well-
gonna do stuff,
He's going to yell at him and say, "Hey, you're not a cow."
you're not a cow.
We need to get the party together, I think. But this is a good idea.
I can set it on fire. What level is the creature?
So the creature starts out as a level 4, but due to environmental danger, he is at a level 5, basically.
Gotcha.
So like his threat is increased because of the fact that you're trying to fight him in a blizzard, which he has no disadvantage in, and you do.
And for like this ability, is it something we have to roll for, or
Just basically
Is it
imagine
just-
he's going to be a straight 15 difficulty instead of being a 12 difficulty. Like if you fought him on a calm, nice day, he'd be a 12 difficulty. But as of right now, because he has no disadvantage in the blizzard, he's going to be a 15 for you.
Why don't I use entangling force to just hold him still while we try to get Rogoth with us, and then we can use force at a distance while they're fighting, since it's more powerful.
so it costs
Entangling force is only
I agree,
one hit.
for like the abilities. So I have to pay. It says 4 intellect points.
Do you have any edge? So you would only pay 1 intellect to activate it because you have 3 edge.
So you have to pay to activate it,
Yeah.
and then you still have to roll.
You would pay 1 because you have 3 already.
Yeah.
And then you would, if you wanted to apply any efforts or any additional levels or whatever, then that would just be more and more and more.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought these were like more of an automatic thing.
Yeah, the 4
The
endpoints.
abilities, but
4
no.
endpoints means you have to. Some of them are.
You have to spend that to activate it,
Yeah, the ones that tell you this.
but then you still have to roll for it.
Yeah, like this is an enabler. This isn't. These are just passive. This one costs 2. This one.
So it's
costs
like you're
4.
activating a spell, basically. Like you're using
Yeah.
a spell. You're drawing out the mana to do it, and then you're still rolling to see if the spell works.
But like for enabling force, that's only 1. It cost me 1 int, but I don't have to pay that because I got 2 edge. So it's basically a free spell.
So are
I'm
y'all
good with
trying
that.
to entangle and move the thing?
If
I
you
wanna-
entangle it and then we just like keep running.
Until we get to Rogoth and then have make our stand over here.
I mean, we could try.
It only holds him for 1 round, so we'd have to all do really good. So entangling force holds it, for 1 round basically. It costs 1 int.
Was that the vines?
It's kind of like vines, except these are energy constructs. It's just like basically energy comes up and holds.
Could we use that to get
No, it's not like a vine.
Yeah, she can't use it. I don't think she can use it as like a. It's not like a construct that you can use to, but she can use it to like basically energy holding a creature down.
It's basically I'm using like my brain to hold him still.
And you're going to use your brain to like move him around like a ping pong ball if you need to. That's basically the difference.
What's my difficulty to entangle him?
15.
Is he coming at us, or is he just kind of
Yes.
He's
No,
walking.
he's been charging and.
He's been charging and frozen while we're talking this whole time.
Well, you've been talking within the split second of your turn, so yes.
Wow.
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 Okay, so what's my difficulty to do this?
Again, it's a 15.
Okay, so it's not a concentration or anything like that. And it's free basically because I have this edge. But if I want to lower it at all,
You need to spin.
Gotta spend it.
2 at first, right?
How many edge do you have?
2,
How much is the...
1.
So, yes, if you give me two of the intellect points, I can lower it down by 1 for you.
And then if I give you 2 more,
Then you can lower it down by 2. Do you have that many efforts?
I have 3 efforts.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can take him down to...
What happened to the table that was here?
It's right here.
No, it was a different table.
So you're at 9.
Yeah, the
There
big
never
thing.
was one. That was a different reality, John.
2. I'll spend an XP.
Well, that's a relief.
My rolls have been really erratic today. Let's see what happens. 11. What did I lower it to? 12.
To 9.
Oh,
All right. So,
so
yeah.
he's stuck in place for a minute.
as the creature is looming over your fallen comrades and he's raising his arms in the air, and you can tell like jagged, sharp bone seems to be jutting out from his flesh in all sorts of directions and everything. He's got bone spurs too.
Bone spurs!
He raises his fists in the air, and as he starts to howl, he's just stuck in place and seems to be rigid and not able to move.
I'd like to use
For
my
1 turn.
right. I want to use my helping actions to help Noel to run.
You made... Oh, that gives you get a free one to do that. All right. So we'll go back to the top of the turn. That is Rogoth.
Okay.
You do see that they seem to be stopped. You can tell from this distance even that the light of Jin is kind of sitting still. And there's the large shadow overhead. Kind of seems to be looming over them.
Can I roll lore to see if maybe I would know what's coming?
Mm-hmm.
3.
All they've ever told you is that the Knicks are bad.
Okay.
And if you run into one, you need to run.
Not fight.
That's all he knows. It's just what he was raised on as a child.
Yeah, maybe they're not as bad as we thought they were.
Maybe.
They have bone spurs!
I'll let the lore be a free one though, if you want to make an action. Now,
All I
you
have
can
to
look around
do
the
is show them
waterfall,
my
too.
bone spurs.
Can we like start yelling for him so he can hear us?
Then we'll be best friends.
Y'all can roll that difficulty in a minute.
All right, so I want to see what's going on with the waterfall.
See if there's a way down.
Yeah, because like I'm trying to find a safe passageway for Noel.
Right. Makes sense.
And for me too.
11.
Looking down over the edge, you can tell that there seem to be some jutted rocks slick from the water and then the freezing elements, which kind of makes it into a slick surface. But you don't see any kind of vines or pre-existing climbing structures.
Okay.
So that's about as good as you can perceive at the moment, is that there's some rocks and you think to yourself, maybe if we go real slow, we won't die instantly. All right, Mr. Noel Jostein. You're on the ground. You can tell that the creature is kind of frozen overhead. You had like this real quick mental repartee with Amara. You were like, hey, what if we did this? And she was like, but no, what about this? And y'all had like this really quick split second
Powwow.
telekinesis, telepathic powwow.
I'm going to get closer to the Nick.
It is...
It's right by me?
Yeah, like where she froze it, it is in immediate range of you. Like you're looking up its loincloth.
Is his name Steve?
No.
I almost want to roll perception to see if I can tell if it's an actual like threat to us.
I'll let you do...
Because it just came out of like...
It got yelled at.
And
then it just started coming towards the yelling, right? Yeah, you can... Do you have any kind of like... Yeah, you can roll perception just to see if it seems like the creature raising its fists overhead is...
It's not an intelligent target, is it?
No.
No, okay. And it doesn't have a language I can understand, does it?
It is currently not speaking what you would recognize as any language, no.
Gotcha.
Like its howls are very animalistic, and it is not smart.
I mean, I can attack it, or I have accelerate, which I can use to give you guys, let's see, a speed defense asset. Yeah, asset on initiative tasks and speed defense rolls for 10 minutes.
Does that only work for one of your allies, or?
In addition to the normal options for using effort, you can choose to use effort to affect more targets. Each level of effort affects one additional target.
I would also remind you to check your sheet. You have 3 allies.
Yes.
That you rolled to have follow you. If you wanted to use them, you could roll to convince them to attack for you as well. Just a reminder, so you didn't lose, because I lost track of counting their steps.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were actually still.
Yeah, they're staying with Jen.
Still with us.
Yeah, they won't leave Jen unguarded.
They're my friends.
He's a danger to society.
Yeah, maybe let's just convince them to deal with the creature.
Just a casual reminder.
Well, he's going to be pissed when he comes out of entangling force, I think. So whatever we're doing is something we've already done.
But yeah, you can either give them, I guess you give one person a bonus, or you can try to use your convincing abilities to guide these creatures, or to tell the soldiers to...
Yeah. I mean, I'm also skilled in medium-bladed weapons.
Your choice, sir.
I will let them do the dirty work. And I will just roll to convince them to do that.
Okay. And they... you can go ahead. They're set at a level 4, if I remember correctly. So just convince them is a benchmark of 12.
I'm skilled in persuading, so
that takes it down to a 6.
I'm just going to roll against a 6.
Okay.
Nine.
Oh, well, we agree with you, Noel. We were right behind you this whole time. Also, using our spears to drag through the snow.
I couldn't see or hear, snow, the blizzard.
It's so crazy.
It's so windy.
It's loud. No one ever told me wind was so loud.
Yeah, I have these earmuffs on, and it's just hard to hear.
See, I didn't even bring any. I braided my hair, and that really didn't help me one way or another. I kept the hair out of my face, I guess. However, seeing as we are truly the Trodach, the warriors of Clan Harris, we will show that Clan Lewis needs us to protect them, and we will take this creature down for you. So they'll start to circle around, like basically what they've been doing for Jen. They're going to circle around, pointing their spears at this large creature. I'll handle their roll in a second. That'll be at the bottom of the turn. So that's Rogoth made his roll to perceive. Noel made his roll to convince the soldiers to work in his favor. So I'll write them down here. 3 soldiers. Will be at the bottom of the turn. And that brings us to Monsieur Maclay.
Hello.
You two are laying on the ground, and you see your spear friends circle this large abomination and start pointing their spears at it.
Okay.
You can get up and run towards Rogoth. You can help these soldiers. You can talk to Noel.
I'm gonna help them.
Because they're your friends.
We're best friends.
You've been family for so long now.
They're like brothers.
For the past week. They've been the brothers you never knew you had. All right.
Time is meaningless to me.
So roll against a 15, unless you want to lower it down.
Oh, I do lower it down. No, I don't. I rolled a 20.
Nat 20. All right. So can you actually get this out from under?
Bone spurs with adamantine.
So your adamantine bone spurs will also receive 4 additional damage or a major effect.
Nice.
Ooh, which is better?
So the non-attack gets an automatic major effect, or if you're attacking, you can do 4 additional points of damage, or you can basically like inhibit the creature, making it easier for the next person to attack it.
And it gets damaged.
Correct. Well, with whatever damage you do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think making it easier for people to hit it.
Okay, so with your bone spurs, your adamantine bone spurs, what is your damage rating?
Probably like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, so something like that.
Bone spurs, 6 damage.
Oh, nice.
It's adamantine.
All right, so he leaps up and he's like, bone spurs! And he just stabs this thing like right in the gut.
back. In the back.
In the kidneys.
In the kidneys?
Yeah, well, because he's large.
Okay.
He's 10 feet tall.
Sure.
Yeah, he's just like, kidney punches with bone spurs. And the creature howls in pain. Like that got it. That hurt pretty good. All right. Amara.
So he's out of entangling force?
He is currently going to come out of entangling force.
Because it was just one turn and I cast it.
Yeah. So he's in entangling force.
And they've already done their actions, right?
And it's about to come to yours. So it's about to be free. He's already stabbed.
He would come out first before I did anything. I'm pretty sure.
Your turn comes before his, but yes, he will be released from your entangling force. Like you're in the turn base, you're ahead of the creature.
Oh.
Because you rolled initiative.
Are the other guys attacking it, or
They are currently surrounded it. Their initiative comes right after her.
Gotcha.
I want to...
Bone spurs. Bone spurs.
Never mind.
You should use bone spurs.
I can't do that one right now. I want to...
Bone spurs.
You know, you keep saying that, but I don't have bone spurs. You're the only person that has bone spurs.
This is just the echo in the wind you hear from his initial yell.
Okay. Is he still on it?
He's stabbed in its back. He's just like sitting there going, Bone spurs.
So is his difficulty lowered at all or no, since he's injured?
Yes, he did lower the difficulty down to a 12.
Okay, I'm just gonna entangle him again because that's cheap and easy.
That's the way I like him.
So this should be. That should be 2 levels.
All right.
Plus 1, I have wanted.
So from 12 to 9 to 6. 6 is your roll.
19.
Woo. All right. So with a
Is that a-
19,
like a
that
special
also
thing?
grants you
I want to lower his difficulty again.
3 additional points of damage or a minor effect.
I don't think this does any damage at all.
So you can either do
Oh, it does. No, wait, it doesn't. It just holds him in place.
Then if it
So-
does no damage, what you get on a non-attack is the minor effect. So with a
Lower
minor
force.
effect, that was his major effect. But maybe you could get additional information to help the others know how they're attacking it.
Sure.
Okay. So you glean from this creature as your mental force holds it down, that these nicks are impervious to cold damage. They're unaffected by cold environmental conditions. They use their favored weapons prior to whatever mutations they have. They cannot be bought. Their mind, though, is frailer than their body.
Ooh, mental attacks.
So that's what you glean from it as you're holding it down. That basically, its brain is super weak. No defense.
Actually, I do have psychic suggestion, but here's the thing about this, and tell me what you think about this. Where is this? So I can convince a target to take an action that I want it to take. If it would cause him direct harm, or his allies direct harm, then my mental attack is hindered. But he's already weak to this, right?
Correct.
So does that mean that I wouldn't be hindered? How would that work if he is extra weak?
We'll just say you're not hindered.
Okay. Well, I can do it right now, but I'm just.
But you've done entangling force, correct?
Yeah, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you're about to roll.
I just
that.
wasn't sure how that would work because it's a mental attack.
No, you got the 19. That's right. So, yeah. So you can tell them, basically you're yelling out that they have a very weak, fragile psyche.
So aim for the head.
Right.
For the
Well,
head.
Bone spurs in the brain.
the echoes and the wind, the blizzards, there seem to be ghosts and voices calling from all directions.
You hear the echoes. And
The echoes in the wind. Echoes in the wind. That's the sequel to Shadow Cows.
Moos in the wind.
So who is next? Is he next? No, he's frozen
The
again.
soldiers are next. So
Yeah, so the creature's still frozen again, so he can't go again.
I wonder if they would also be weak to like fire damage.
So yeah,
Did the soldiers get slaughtered?
they rolled a 4. But so they're maneuvering to
Do they have any
do.
XP?
They don't have any XP. No, they just started this adventure. So basically, they maneuver to try and stab this thing, and
They're not very good with those spears.
they're pretty much going to be screwed at this point.
Bone spurs. Don't you die on me, you son of a...
All right. So, what do we have? Ally, Connell,
Conlon and
Conlon,
Liam?
and Liam.
And we have what were the two chiefs or whatever?
Oh yeah, they were off in the woods, kind of drinking about.
I don't know if they're with us or not. I just
think they-
remember they were a part
they
of
didn't come. They were there, but they went off drinking and hunting stuff. So do me a favor, take out a d6 and roll it.
4.
I want you to tell Conlon you loved him. You didn't. But, so basically as he goes in to stab this thing, the thing is able to react within the binding force that it's being held by, and just whoosh, you see this large bone shard coming out the back of Conlon as you're staring at him, and he just like slumps, hits the ground bleeding, and then freezes. Yeah, he's pretty much freezing almost immediately. But like whatever these bone shards are that are coming from the creature, one grew into Conlon as he was attacking.
He's got bone sickles.
Bone sickles. All right, so now that brings it to the creature's turn, and it is bound by unseen forces. So, Rogoth. You, sir, it is your turn. You look and you're like, ooh, sharp rocks. Maybe I could grab onto them and climb down. And then, of course, you're like, I wonder what's taking them so long.
Yeah.
So big and slow most of the time, and people keep ahead of me.
I'm going to venture back to him.
All right, I will let you make a roll for movement, and if you succeed through the blizzard on the movement, you can make an action.
And I'm trained in running, so...
So that brings it down to a 12.
Oh.
That, sir, is bad.
That's very bad.
Are you keeping that?
I have to.
You have to.
Yes, I have no recipe.
Oh, no.
Rogoth fell off the cliff.
Oh my god.
When he turns, he's like,
Wow.
what's going on? Slip. Bam! Like, whatever wind blew, and he hit a patch of ice. So,
Rogoth got dead.
fall damage, you're looking at... I wish there was a way for me to calculate this easily, but we'll say 6 fall damage before armor. All right, and like as you hit, you're not exactly solid ground because you're right above where the falls enter down into the river. So basically, you fall into freezing water.
Oh no.
Just a heads up for your next turn. Okay. I love you though, Ronnie. Ladner. Don't get close to the rocks and roll a 1. That's bad.
I'm going to use my...
I think you have all that in mind, dude. You're like, oh, that kind of... There's a kink in my back.
I will use my blessing of the gods, sunlight, fire, and set it on fire.
You just want to burn this guy.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
I
like,
don't really...
For Conlon!
I don't really have like a mental attack, like an
That's
intellect attack.
Perfectly fair.
All of my intellect is more like interaction based.
Mm-hmm.
So
And these things aren't smart enough to interact.
there's not like anything I can actually do.
That's fair.
So I'll
Okay.
set it on fire. Let me remember how to do that. I know that I have to.
What is that?
It's the music box inside Conlon's poop pouches.
Poop pouches?
Well, I was going to say.
Why would you keep it in a pouch?
We look over and there's a big pile of poop, and then we just hear that
Oh
the
gosh.
rain coming out.
Oh gosh. It's his grandmother's music box. It was his most adored possession.
It's a poop box. How much did that cost? I'm going to look
All right.
into it.
Anyway.
It says 2 intellect points.
For which one?
Blessing of the gods.
And you've got enough to do that naturally, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then do you want to ease it at all?
Can I do anything right now? I already used my turn, didn't I? I was going to give him extra damage. But
If you want to give him extra damage, you can. Y'all are basically on the same turn base right now.
I thought I already used my turn, though, didn't I?
It's back around.
We're about
There is a
so
soldier that was killed right
I
in
want
front
to
of
cast
you.
it on him. It just gives him 2 additional damage.
You're covered in Conlin's blood. That's what happened last turn.
That's gross.
Okay.
He's a nice guy.
So,
For those who like that sort of thing.
That's the sort of thing they like.
I've got 3 edge. This is going to cost me 2. I forget.
So you can use that one other edge and 2 more int points to take down your first tier. So like you're initiating it, he's already set at 12 because he's been eased.
So I can spend 2 more to bring it down to a 9?
Correct.
Gotcha. I'll do that. An 8.
I'm about to rank up from all the XP you've been giving me tonight, sir.
I am not doing good. I might spend another 3 int just to. He's not doing good, he says. Bring it to
Wait, this is the second one you're buying?
Oh, yeah.
So only 2 on the second one. Don't want you to overspend.
6. Had to roll a 6. Roll
Wow.
A 6, so.
Good thing you did that, though.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Okay, so that does an
Thankfully,
initial...
1. Yeah.
What is it? An initial 2 fire damage plus a 1 fire damage per turn after?
That sounds right. No, let's see. You cause 1 creature or object within short distance to catch fire, inflicting 1 point of ambient damage each round until the fire is extinguished.
Then this will count as the first point. So, but you also gave him 2 points of damage as well, right?
Yep. So his initial attack does 4.
So your fire's a little bit stronger when she lays hands upon you. There you go. All right. Bone spurs.
Telling me things I already knew.
Mr. Jin,
Bone spurs.
this thing's caught on fire. You're stabbing it in the kidneys, and then, of course, you saw him kill Conlin, one of your
What?
your spear brother Conlin.
No.
He gutted him with his own bone spurs. He has bone sickles.
I'm gonna cut off his bone sickles at the base.
His elbows. Yes.
So did they not? They don't have any. Like fire attacks do not do more damage to these creatures then.
It does not seem like they do.
Gotcha.
The cold damage does not cause them any problems, but fire does not seem to be the weakness. The weakness seems to be
Mental.
I'm trained
The
in
inner
melee. Does
fire.
that give me
I just,
extra
that was the
points?
real reason I was.
Oh, no,
I
that
was
makes
doing
perfect
that.
sense. It does make perfect
Just to
sense.
test it.
I'm bone spurring it. I'm gonna kill him. Wait, maybe I should do something else.
Whatever your strongest
I
attack,
have.
probably.
I'm tier 2, so I have hurl flame.
You want to hurl flame at it?
I don't know if it hurts him that much.
What's the difference in damage between that and your super special adamantine bone spurs?
I bet you adamantine's better.
Because you're doing 6 damage with your bone spurs.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely 6 damage.
And of course, you can always use like your might to make it easier to stab him with your bone spurs if you wanted to. You know,
Yeah,
make
yeah.
your roll easier.
We got to roll. What am I rolling?
Okay, so
Let's do it.
what is your edge and might?
My edge in might is 1.
Okay, so if you give me 2
highest.
green
There,
points,
2 green points. They're
that will
yours.
take it down. Wait, hold on. 'Cause this is 3. So
That's,
if you give
that's
me
only
2,
2. I
yeah,
only gave you
so
2.
if you give me 2, that's going to take him
Come
down
on,
from
3.
a 12 to a 9. if you give me
3
how many efforts do you have? You have 2 efforts, right?
efforts. I have 2 efforts. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you give me 1 more green chip, because you gave me 3, if you give me 1 more,
Well, I gave you 2.
you gave me 2 plus this 1.
Oh.
You handed me 3.
Do you have another one?
But if you give me another one, now that you've given me all of these, you've actually earned. So he went from a 12 down to a 6.
Can we say that, like, so my bone spurs came out about this long, that extra effort, I'm like,
They grow a little bit bigger.
yeah.
I'm down.
Okay. Thanks.
Attack him.
Bone spurs!
Longer bone
Right
spurs.
up the butt!
Did you roll?
Oh, yeah.
Get the blue pill.
19! I didn't need all the extra things anyway.
Wow. All right. So that's going to do an additional 3 points of damage.
But if you hadn't done that, you wouldn't have got the 19.
So 6 plus 3, that's 9. You
16.
started crawling up his back, so using your bone spurs to crawl up his back, and now you're just bone spurs and hitting him in the neck.
Oh,
And
that sounds
from your
cool.
point of view, he's punched him, and then there's a spur coming out the other side, his adamant.
Could you send me a picture of the creature we're attacking?
Oh yeah, good point. We don't have one.
I don't believe I have created that image yet.
Oh, you don't have to create it. You can just, describe it.
Have you ever seen the movie called?
No. I've never heard of called.
Well, to me, it sounds like a doomsday type creature.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, goodness. Yes, keep going whilst I do this. He has stabbed it in the necketh. It still seems to be moving, but is bleeding profusely from the neck region. The turn is now to the soldiers.
Bone spurs.
Did you use your turn to help me?
Roll a d6.
Yes, I gave you additional damage.
Come on, guys. 4.
Roll it again.
Who died this time? Both of them? 2.
Ally. Oh no. I liked ally. So as the creature's stabbed in the neck, it's "Roar!" and it reaches out and just does this. And ally's head just goes. As he falls to the ground, and you hear because he falls on top of the music box that was dropped by Conlon. These guys don't have as much armor as you do.
So it's not bound anymore?
It has a reaction towards
It's just
failed attack.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just it can, but it is bound to not move on its turn against you. That brings it to Frost Giant's turn, the Nyx's turn, and it is bound, so it cannot make a move against you. Bringing it to Rogoth, that's right. Roll me. This is going to be might. You're surviving the freezing waters, and you're going to be trying to get out of the freezing waters. So roll me against a 15 difficulty.
You're a good
Right.
swimmer, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trained in swimming.
Sweet, so that takes it down to a 12.
18.
Nice. So you easily get yourself out of the waters without incurring any more cold damage. Nice. So you look around and you actually have the ability with that roll to do a perception check if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do a perception check. 8.
You see that there's water falling over a rock wall, and it seems like there's a hole behind the water. And you're not as cold as you were when you were in the water. That's all you know.
Well, I'm going to venture forth.
Awesome. All right, so that takes us up to Mr. Ladner.
feel like we've got
You can check your mental group chat, Jen, and there should be an image of what the Knicks look like for you.
I feel like an episode
Coming
of Adventure
soon.
Brothers right now. Brock
Did you
Simpson
hear
has
him?
an off day,
Yeah.
falls off the cliff.
There's going to be a lady with an eye patch shaped like a heart behind the waterfall.
I mean, I think that
Did you hear?
we stabbed it in the neck.
Yes.
It's
It
on
is-
fire.
It is going to get its own points of damage. Oh, you're right. So that was its turn.
And it's dead.
That would be
It
great.
turns out it died 3 moves ago.
Before it was able to kill.
It is lowered to one knee with him on its back, stabbing into its neck and the fire that's emanating from it. But it's like still staring at you with vicious rage. It's just like, oh, I hate you.
Oh, it's like
Preacher man. But without all of that mentality. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna turn around and continue heading
Towards Rogoff.
toward the waterfall. Yeah.
Okay, so you still have to roll against the blizzard, so that's a 15 to move with mic setting.
Okay.
Man, I haven't thought about that song in a long time.
oh, I listen to it every day.
I don't really have anything that's gonna help me. Or could I use the fire to melt a path ahead of myself?
I don't know.
No.
I mean, that would be pretty severe.
I also have fire bloom
To just explode.
within a 10-foot range.
They all have to roll survival of your fire bloom, though, don't they?
If they're within 10 feet.
I think they're within 10 feet of you.
I'm gonna try to get away 10 feet away from them. All right, I have to roll a 15.
Yeah, 15 is the difficulty to move through the blizzard.
I'm not gonna spend any money. We'll just.
But
see.
you only have to get, like, where y'all are at, y'all were just one turn away from getting to where Rogoth was when he fell off the cliff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll and see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, if I don't get it, then I just am stuck where I'm at.
Right.
8.
You are stuck where you're at. All right, Mara. Mara.
Yes.
The creature is down to one knee, bleeding profusely from the neck, and is on fire.
I
Jen
want
is on its
to-
back, howling with victory. This is for Ally and Conlin. I love them both like brothers.
I want to whack it with my staff.
Whack it with your staff, then. By all means. Its difficulty is 9 now. Starting.
Two. I have 1.
3 is the first buy-in.
I got 4.
That is not higher than a 6.
That's correct.
So, and when you whack it, it does have reactionary attack.
Okay.
Since that was not a crit fail, you can roll speed defense against its difficulty. 9. You have some sort of assets in speed defense, don't you?
Only when I have phase sprint activated.
Am I able to give her one?
Technically, from before, you have that speed asset that you can give somebody defense.
I can give you that.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 8, but if he's giving me that, it'd be a 11.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, it brings it to, yes. But yes, you made it. So basically, as she's standing there and she goes to like try and whack it with a stick, you're like, look out! As it just like comes down with its elbow, trying to strike down, and you see the actual spike of bone like growing forth from its elbow, trying to like sharpen and stab her. But she tucks and rolls due to your harrowing words, and it stabs directly into the ground.
Look at
Bringing it back to Jen Callis. You've got your bone spur in its neck.
bone spurs.
What do you want to do?
I want to dig them around in there.
Or like?
Oh, can I do that?
Why would you say
I'll do that then.
This doesn't make me
9 is
right.
his beginning difficulty. If you want to spend any to make it easier, you can.
Nah, I can do 9. I got 19 last time. I'm gonna get 50,000 this time.
What is this voice?
16.
Oh my god, it gets worse.
Is it a 16?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's
You
way-
decapitated this
way more
creature
than
with
mine.
sheer force. You just,
Woo-hoo!
you basically howled and you're like, my spear brothers! And you just like grab him by his eye sockets and rip one of your bone spurs out of his neck and then rip his head straight off, holding it in the air. Man, that's gruesome. Rogoth would have loved to see that.
But he's dead now.
That's,
Wait, is he? Is he
Oh,
dead?
is he dead? Are you dead? He's not dead. Look at his mite pile.
I'm very dead.
He's got 27. He's
he
fine.
toppled down a mountain and he was like, that sucks. I recommend not doing that.
Now I have to climb.
Today
back
was
up.
a good day to get mildly injured.
All right.
Come, Riker, let's go get a bruise. That's all that was to me.
I'd spend all my might just trying to walk in the snow.
I just now realized that this is Worf and Riker you've been rolling around with this whole time. Mr. Charming and the Big Warrior, and you got Data.
Bone spurs!
Bone spurs! I can attack! You're Deanna. What is going on?
No, I'm Tasha Yar, probably.
Oh.
But I'd probably be dead.
Don't tell her about the black ooze inside the cave.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so the creature is dead. Go ahead and update your sheet. Liam is your only friend left.
Pick up his
Of
head
spears.
and I put it on my own head, like until I'm wearing the creature's head.
So totally you.
Look at me! And I'm running around.
He is a headhunter now, hunting for new heads.
Now I just need a body.
Too bad it didn't have one of those. All right, so
You can't take it. That's against the rules.
the
One
body is laying on the ground, though, just so you're all aware. The body is laying on the ground. As you all stand up and try to dust yourselves off, there seems to be like a flickering glisten or a sparkle on the corpse. Just like a ping.
Somebody go investigate his corpse.
Like the corpse almost illuminates for a quick second as you look at it, and then it stops.
Something's there.
Would you like...
Is it me? I'll go look at it.
I rolled a 20. What is it?
You rolled a 20 to loot the corpse. And it has a frost axe.
I
Frost.
don't need this. Who needs this?
It is an axe.
It would melt if I held it.
You don't need it.
I could carry it along with my flaming sickle.
Can you tell me the details of it? I'm probably going to give it to Rogoff
Do a
when we
little-
find him again.
Okay, so it is a medium weapon. Okay, so it's a medium damage weapon, but it also causes 2 additional points of frost damage on the first successful strike. You writing all this down?
No.
Oh.
Because I'm not going to have it. Do you want it? I'll give it to him.
Can I carry 2 medium weapons?
Yeah. There's no
You can carry them, activate one at a time.
Sure. I'll carry it.
You have
So
to
you
choose
write it
which
down.
one you're using to strike with. But
So tell him what it has on it.
does medium damage,
Frost axe. Hold on.
frost axe.
Axe. Name it something cool.
I will come up with something.
So it's 4 damage starting with, if I remember correctly. Medium damage 4, and it gives on the first successful strike an additional 2 points of frost damage, with 1 point of frost damage each turn after that for 10 rounds, for 10 minutes, which is.
All right.
Now, you've done that. You look in the distance.
Hey,
You
where's Rogoth?
see that Rogoth's shadow is no longer on the ledge of the cliff. The blizzard continues to howl. Rogoth staring deep into the watery cavern before him, thinking to himself, I will go find what is in there. And if you want to find out what happens to Rogoth on his own at the bottom of this crevasse, or if you want to know what happens to our daring adventurers in the midst of the bloody blizzard, then you'll have to tune in next time, because I'm not going to tell you any spoilers right now. That's right, you got to come back next week. Same Saturday Night Gaming time, same Saturday Night Gaming channel. This has been Tony bringing you Starfall Season 3. Woo. Thank you, and see you next week.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Starfall. If you did, be sure to head on over to our website at www.saturdaynightgamingllc.com and check out some of our other cool games. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.